Good afternoon, I'm Mai Rodriguez. Today on Newsfeed at noon, inflation drops to an over 4-year low in September. The slowdown mainly driven by slower increases in food and transport prices. The Sandigan Bayan acquits former Senate President and now Chief Presidential Legal Counsel Juan Ponce Enrile of Plunder in connection with a pork barrel scam. Also cleared alleged mastermind Janet Lim Napoles and Enrile's former Chief of Staff Gigi Reyes. And another Beatles memorabilia will go under the hammer this time. The Futurama guitar bought and played by the late George Harrison in Liverpool in the early 60s. Thanks for joining us. Inflation in the Philippines eases to an over 4-year low in September. The consumer price index coming in at 1.9%, beating estimates across the board. The slowdown was mainly driven by slower increases in food prices, including rice, as well as transport costs. The Philippine government has been citing the tariff reduction in imported rice as one of the main catalysts for slower inflation for September.
Ang pangailangang ng pagbaba ng inflation ng food and non-alcoholic beverages ay ang mas mabagal na pagtaas ng presyo ng cereals and cereal products na may 4.9% inflation, particularly dito ang bigas. Nakabag din sa pagbaba ng inflation ng food and non-alcoholic beverages ay ang mas mabagal na pagtaas ng presyo ng cereals and cereal products na may 4.9% inflation, particularly dito ang bigas. Nakabag din sa pagbaba ng inflation sa food and non-alcoholic beverages ang mas mabilis na pagbagsak ng presyo ng vegetables, tubers, cooking banana at iba pa na may negative 15.8% inflation.
September's print brings average inflation for the year to 3.4%, well within government's target range of 2 to 4%. The downward trend gives the Philippine Central Bank more room to cut rates. Makati Mayor Abby Binay and House Deputy Speaker Camille Villar lead day 4 of the filing of certificates of candidacy for the midterm polls. Our reporter Hannah T is on the scene at the Manila Hotel for the latest on the senatorial race. Hannah, go ahead.
Let the people decide. That is Makati Mayor Abby Binay's answer when asked about her family members running against each other in the 2025 Makati elections. She mentioned there has been no discussion on the matter. Her husband, Representative Luis Campos, is vying for the Makati mayoral position, facing off against his sister-in-law, Senator Nancy Binay. Mayor Abby also shared that her father, former Vice President Jejomar Binay, has not spoken to her about the situation involving her sister Nancy and her husband Luis running against each other. Mayor Abby is running for a Senate seat in the 2025 elections under the administration slate. Mai also filing today is House Deputy Speaker Camille Villar, who is running for senator. She was accompanied by her brother, Senator Mark Villar, and their father, former Senate President Manny Villar. She continues to do the Villar's family tradition of using orange as their campaign color, a signature shade they've been known throughout their political career. Earlier this morning, the Makabayan Coalition submitted the COCs for their 2025 senatorial slate, which includes both well-known and fresh faces from progressive groups. Notable candidates include Representatives Franz Castro of Alliance of Concerned Teachers Party List and Arlene Brosas of Gabriela Women's Party. Mai?
Hannah, since Arlene Brosas is stepping down as House Representative, who will be the next nominee for Gabriela Women's Party List?
My Gabriela Women's Party actually just arrived and filed earlier today, and their first nominee this time is former Kabataan Party List Representative Sara Elago. Mai?
Hannah, now back to the Binays. When is Representative Luis Campos expected to file his COC against Senator Nancy Binay?
Mai Campos is scheduled to file his COC tomorrow, Saturday. Back to you, Mai.
Thank you, Hanati. They're reporting live from the Manila Hotel. In the local race, a former councilor files his COC for a congressional seat in Makati. Our reporter Zandro Ochona is on the scene at the COMELEC office in San Juan for an update. Zandro.
Mai, another congressional seat aspirant from Makati has filed his COC here at the COMELEC regional office. Former Councilor Vincent Sese was accompanied by his family and Senator Nancy Binay and actor Monsur Del Rosario. Binay earlier filed her COC to run as mayor for Makati with Del Rosario as her vice mayor. If elected, both Sese and Binay will explore the possibility of asking Congress to reorganize congressional districts in Makati after the Supreme Court ruling transferring Fort Bonifacio and the Embo barangays to Taguig City.
Sa ngayon, kinonsider naman ng COMELEC at wala namang galaw ang ating Kongreso tungkol dun sa 3 barangay. Pero sabi ko nga, pagkatapos nito, kung papalarin kami ni Senator Nancy, pag-uusapan namin kung paano i-redistrict yung aming lungsod o yung aming distrito sa 2nd District.
Isa yun dun sa pag-aaralang maigi if, unang-una nga, kailangan i-address yung issue ng compliance dun sa creation of a district kasi lumiit na nga yung population. But, yung District 2, created yan through by law. So, kailangan respetohin natin at the moment na may 3 barangay, kahit 3 barangay lang sila, kailangan pa rin nila ng representation sa Kongreso.
May total of 38 congressional seat aspirants have filed their COCs since the first day of filing. Mai?
Zandro, what is the impact of the Supreme Court decision to the 2nd District of Makati and its electoral population?
Well, Mai, from 13 barangays, Makati's 2nd District has been reduced to only 3 barangays. These are Barangay Guadalupe Viejo, Guadalupe Nuevo, and Pinagkaisahan. And because of the SC decision, the voting population in the district was reduced to about 40,000 voters. Because of this, the minimum number of voters required by law is not met. The law prescribes at least 250,000 voters from a congressional district. Mai?
Thank you, Zandro Ochona, reporting live from San Juan. Senators outraged after authorities raided a POGO hub just hundreds of meters away from the Senate building. More than 200 workers, mostly foreigners, were arrested in Thursday night's operation. Officials say the POGO hub was involved in so-called love scams and crypto rackets. While he commends authorities for the successful raid, Senator Win Gatchalian urged them to step up their efforts to fully eliminate all POGOs in the country. During his 3rd State of the Nation address, President Bongbong Marcos banned all POGOs following crimes linked to their operations, including money laundering, prostitution, human trafficking, kidnapping, and even murder. Influential wealth coach and motivational speaker Chinky Tan says he too is a victim of POGO scammers. He tells BNC is at the forefront. The scammers have been using his image to promote a cryptocurrency investment. Tan says he has filed a complaint with the National Bureau of Investigation and Facebook owner Meta Platforms.
We were requesting them to take down the ads because it's fake news. They cut my name, my pictures, even Karen Davila, Maria Ressa. So it's a clickbait. As a matter of fact, pinakita nga na that I said something down on public TV and it wasn't aired.
Coming up, another music powerhouse endorses Kamala Harris for U.S. President. This and other stories when Newsfeed at Noon returns.
Bago pa ang simoy ng Pasko, nauna na ang simoy ng kampanya ng mga tatakbo sa 2025 election. Talaga nga bang Chinese spy si Gu Waping o mas kilala bilang Alice Guo? Sinabatas na ang Anti-Agricultural Economic Sabotage Act. Layo nito na maprotektahan ang mga magsasaka at mangingisda, smuggling ng mga agri-fishery products. Sa bawat issue, may anggulo. At ang balita, may agenda.
Ng Pilipinas expects improvements in the country's external payments, leading to a higher surplus. Philippine shares enter bull market territory after surging past the 7,400 level.
Get the latest on the economy and the financial markets, down to each basis point.
Everything is looking good for us. What are your thoughts on this? Given that the tides are changing, how have you revised your target?
Basis Points with Mikey Oreta. Weekdays, 9:30 a.m. on PNC, the Billionario News Channel.
We're back. You're still on Newsfeed at noon. The country's anti-graft court acquits former Senate President and now Chief Presidential Legal Counsel Juan Ponce Enrile in a plunder case related to the infamous pork barrel scam. Also acquitted the scam's supposed mastermind, businesswoman Janet Lim Napoles, and Enrile's former Chief of Staff, Gigi Reyes. Enrile and Reyes were accused of amassing more than 172 million pesos in kickbacks from his Priority Development Assistance Fund, or PDAF, through ghost NGOs created by Napoles. The plunder case was filed in 2014. Senators Bong Revilla and Jinggoy Estrada also faced cases over the pork barrel scam. They were also acquitted. The Harris Waltz ticket gets another glowing endorsement from a music powerhouse. Bruce Springsteen has formally endorsed U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris for the boss of the USA. In a video posted on Instagram, Springsteen spelled out the reasons why he's voting for Harris and her running mate, Tim Walz, but not without taking some jabs at Donald Trump.
Donald Trump is the most dangerous candidate for president in my lifetime. His disdain for the sanctity of our Constitution, the sanctity of democracy, the sanctity of the rule of law, and the sanctity of the peaceful transfer of power should disqualify him from the office of president ever again. He doesn't understand the meaning of this country, its history, or what it means to be deeply American. On the other hand, Kamala Harris and Tim Walz are committed to a vision of this country that respects and includes everyone, regardless of class, religion, race, your political point of view, or sexual identity. And they want to grow our economy in a way that benefits all, not just a few like me on top. That's the vision of America I've been consistently writing about for 55 years.
An Italian artist takes inspiration from Vice President Kamala Harris for his latest work. Ahead of the U.S. elections, Dario Gambarin made a land portrait of Harris in a farm field in Castagrano, Italy. He used a tractor to create the piece of art. And it's no easy feat, as the weather has to cooperate, and it also takes patience to create the light and dark effects of the soil. The artist says he was inspired by a quote from Harris, which goes, "Optimism is the fuel that drives every struggle we do." Former U.S. President Donald Trump planning to stop state bans on gas-powered vehicles. Trump made a pronouncement at a campaign stop in Michigan, where he is seeking to make the future of the auto industry a key issue in the elections. Trump is looking to win votes in Michigan, a key swing state that is home to the Detroit 3 automakers. Several states, including California, are planning to ban the sale of gasoline-powered vehicles in the coming years.
While I'm president, no state in America will be permitted to ban gas-powered cars or trucks, and I guarantee it. No way. No way.
The ASEAN Plus 3 Macroeconomic Research Office, or AMRO, affirms its growth outlook for the Philippines. In its latest report, AMRO projects the country's growth at 6.1% this year and 6.3% in 2025. This positions the Philippines as the second best performing economy in the ASEAN region following Vietnam. AMRO attributes this growth to increased government spending and investments and to a rise in services exports, all of which are driving significant enhancements to the domestic economy. President Bongbong Marcos appoints Jaime Alfonso Antonio Zobel de Ayala, son of billionaire Jaime Augusto Zobel de Ayala, to help position the Philippines as a top investment destination. He joins the Interagency Investment Promotion Coordination Committee, representing the private sector in the National Capital Region. The committee, formed under the Foreign Investment Act, integrates all promotion and facilitation efforts to attract foreign investments. The 33-year-old Jaime Alfonso currently serves as an associate director at Ayala Corporation, a co-CEO of AC Industrial Technology Holdings, and president and CEO of AC Mobility Holdings. President Marcos recently led the inauguration of the country's first factory for electric vehicle batteries in Pampanga. What does this mean for the local EV industry? Our motoring correspondent Cignal Ch reports.
The Electric Vehicle Association of the Philippines, or EVAP, welcomes the opening of St. B Gigafactory, the first EV battery plant in the country. This despite the Philippines trailing behind its ASEAN neighbors on the supply side.
We are on the infant stage in terms of battery supply is concerned, in that we are behind already from our neighboring ASEAN member countries such as Indonesia. We're still behind, but at least we have this as a start.
The Australian-owned lithium iron phosphate factory aims to produce 2 gigawatt-hours of batteries per year by 2030, powering about 18,000 EVs or nearly 500,000 home battery systems. It is located in New Clark City, north of Manila, and is expected to create 2,500 local jobs and channel 5 billion pesos or $89.2 million into the economy each year. And EVAP vows to support the factory.
As the representative for the battery consortium in ASEAN, EVAP is at the forefront for the Philippines. So we might be able to touch base on them on a regular basis because we have to monitor and put some inputs as to the number of batteries, supply side of things, and all the reports and analysis. And that we are here to help them out.
As an association, EVAP says it is not only eyeing the promotion of land-based EVs, but also other modes of transportation, such as boats and planes.
Meron na tayong palaki na segment, and that this is an opportunity for us that it grew and that enticing other investors to come in, because these investors won't go into Philippine market if they don't see any potential of this promising industry.
The government calls the St. B Gigafactory the quote, future of clean energy.
Cignal Ch, BNC.
Up next, Filipino-American pop star Olivia Rodrigo already in Manila for her highly anticipated Guts World Tour. This is Newsfeed at noon. Stay tuned.
This thought from former NFL player turned certified financial planner and entrepreneur Jedediah Collins. Access to credit is not just about money, it's about opportunity.
You are watching PNC, the Billionario News Channel. Always on top. Let's begin your morning with these people that gives you the hottest information with excitement, positivity, and fun to start your day. Join Paulo Del Rosario, and Asis Carrillo, and Monique Tuzon.
Let's kick things off with some good vibes.
It's time to wake up and make this day amazing.
For more happy moments only here.
It's a beautiful day. 7 a.m. on PNC, the Billionario News Channel.
You're back on Newsfeed. Another Beatles memorabilia will go under the hammer this time. An electric guitar played by the late George Harrison in the early days of the legendary English rock band. Bought from a music store in the band's birth city of Liverpool, Harrison played the Futurama guitar in the 60s when they performed at the Cavern Club, toured Germany, and made their first official records. Auctioneers call the Futurama guitar one of the holy grails of the historic Beatles guitars. It will be auctioned by Julian's Auctions from November 20 to 22 in the United States, where it could be sold for more than $800,000. Now from music to art, Lucian Freud's Rhea naked portrait is set to be a highlight at British auction house Christie's. The painting, which is being offered at auction on October 9 for the first time, is estimated to sell for between 10 and 15 million pounds. Painted between 2006 and 2007, it features Rhea Kirby, who became one of Freud's most important sitters during the final decade of his life.
So it's a top lot of the sale at 10 to 15 million pounds. It's quite a late masterpiece by him. It was painted between 2006 and 2007. It's been in the same collection since it was made. So just one private collection, and it's the first time that it's coming to the market, which is really exciting. Looking at the painting more closely, you can see the kind of layering and the attention that he's giving not only to her skin, to her kind of translucent skin color, but also to the bedspread or to the radiator in the background. It's really a fantastic work.
The Grand Rex Cinema in Paris plays host to the premiere of Werewolves, a multi-episode reality show based on the beloved French role-playing board game, The Werewolves of Miller's Hollow. It features 13 players who compete over 13 days according to rules inspired by the game, where players are divided into two teams, the townsfolk and the werewolves, who try to eliminate each other. Filipino-American pop star Olivia Rodrigo is already in Manila for her highly anticipated Guts World Tour. But before hitting the stage, her first order of business, eating halo-halo. On Instagram, Olivia posted a story showing a photo of the beloved Filipino dessert with a caption, "Halo-halo secured, so excited to be in the Philippines." Olivia will hold her first Manila concert tomorrow, October 5, at the Philippine Arena. For those who failed to secure tickets, you just need to wait a little bit longer, as her concert film will hit Netflix on October 29. And before we go, here's a sneak peek of tomorrow's new episode of the Lifestyle Lab, as Marie Lozano goes for natural beauty treatments.
Even natural beauty takes effort to maintain. After our episode on extreme beauty treatments, where I tried injectables and high-tech machines that promised the latest innovation to get that youthful appearance, we had to try the natural path. With centuries-old treatments that uses the most basic tools, our hands. But it's never a challenge for the Lifestyle Lab team unless it sounds a little bit extreme. So I dared to try 100 needles on my face was what they wanted me to do.
How many needles do I have in my face? 2, 3. I can do more.
An instant facelift. This face sculpting with hands.
So trendy, and I think that people lost really what it's about. It's so important that we try and get the word out there that lymphatic drainage is not what people think it is.
And a 3-hour scalp treatment. I know. How dare they ask me to do such a thing? Unbelievable, right? Now that is a beauty treatment that's far beyond the surface.
That's a lot of pampering. Catch that episode tomorrow at 10 a.m. And those are the news this hour. I'm Mai Rodriguez. Keep it here on BNC, the Billionario News Channel. Happy weekend.